What's up, guys? It's Mike.
It's Dan.
It's you.
Now, we all learn self-defense or karate for certain purposes in life, right?
I mean,
you could either want to go into the Olympics or defend yourself from a bully.
Yep.
Defend yourself from, you don't know what could happen.
Right.
Go into battle. Have you ever thought, I'm going to learn karate in case a bear attacks me?
When I used to work near like a forest, I used to do some like construction work, like back in the day, like in the summertime. There were bears on the mountain, right? I was like only 16, 17, 18. There are bear warnings, right? I'm using tools, so I'm like, yo, if I see a bear, every day I have scenarios going through my mind. What do I do if I see a bear? What do I do if I see a bear? And
do anything.
Well, no, this is if the bear attacks me, what do I do? So I would go through scenarios in my mind. Not one of these, like basically I had tools, and all these scenarios probably would have ended in me dying, because I'm thinking I could just use a nail gun. No, it's not gonna work. I don't have, so not once was I thinking, yeah, I'm gonna karate chop the bear. No, every scenario was like, well, let's see, what do I got around me that I could use to defend myself? But this dude karate chopped the bear.
Well, you didn't karate chop a bear. Come on, man. See, there's different forms of karate, okay?
Right.
This man in Japan, he was attacked by a bear, and it bit him.
Right.
And then he assumed his karate stance
Right.
and punched the bear in his eye.
Yeah.
And the bear took off.
Right.
Yeah.
And he literally was like, I think he poked the bear in the eye.
I'll tell you this right now. You know how hard it is to do something to a big animal that's about to kill you? You should psychologically you should be frozen by now.
Yeah.
Like you can't move, you're peeing your pants.
Yep.
I mean, things are running down your legs. It's just like nothing is not pretty.
Right.
No.
And the bear bit him too. Like
Yeah, twice on the arm and on the leg.
Yeah.
And to be able to think clearly in those kind of scenarios is insane.
You gotta give it to and they said that he even drove himself to the hospital after, and he was fishing at the time, and he had the state of mind to be like, oh, don't forget my fish. So,
Yeah, he brought his fish with him to the hospital. They were like, how did you not just forget this? And he's like, oh, I just brought it with me.
I'd be like, I mean, dude, I'll tell you right now, the animal attacks I'm afraid of that's why I don't go swimming in the ocean, because I'm definitely afraid of shark attacks.
Well,
And
you
not
at
go
least
swimming.
have heard of people say this, right? They're like,
Right.
if a shark attacks you, punch him in the nose or poke him in the eye. You heard about this, and people
heard.
have done it.
I heard.
You never hear anybody say, if a bear attacks you, punch him in his eye.
No, you know what you hear? Play dead.
No, okay, that's
hear that.
just a myth.
You think that's a myth?
No, it is proven to be a myth.
Okay, what are you
A
supposed
bear
to do
will
then?
still eat you.
What are
gonna
you supposed to do?
Just kneel down and die.
Really?
That's what you're gonna do.
There's no way that
There's
people
nothing
say
you can do to get away from a bear if it really wants to eat you. Let's say you're like in the woods.
Oh, yeah.
Right, because you can't climb a tree.
No.
You
And
can't go in the water.
Well,
No.
the bear can also climb a tree.
Yeah,
That's the worst
exactly.
and they
thing.
run like 30 miles an hour, so you
So
can't
you
outrun
can't
it.
do
Right.
anything. You can jump off a cliff.
And how come people always say, you always hear this, you go play dead, and it might
No,
leave
that's
you alone.
like
No.
like
You think
that's a
a
myth?
myth.
Okay.
You don't play dead. Like you literally you have to try to okay. One thing you're supposed to do is you're supposed to scare it before it even like finds you.
How do you scare it?
So that's why people when they go through woods
Yeah.
or brushes, they scream because they say bears are afraid of people or noise, whatever.
Right, right.
They'll run away when they hear you.
Okay.
But I don't think grizzly is afraid of anything. I don't know.
And here's the thing, the bear is so deadly because it can swim.
Yeah.
It can
Dude.
swim, it can climb up trees, and it's really fast, and it's vicious when it wants to be. So it is basically nature's natural predator.
I mean, bear attacks, because like, I'm not afraid of like, I am afraid of obviously tiger, lion attacks, but I'll never be in a situation where there's a tiger and lion. But you can easily be hiking in the woods and there could be a bear.
Right. And
Like,
it happens
all the time.
all the time. Well, not all the time, but each year there's deaths by bear.
Right.
And you've ever seen the movie The Edge?
No.
Alec Baldwin,
Okay.
Anthony Hopkins.
Okay.
Ever seen it?
They're in the woods, right?
It was one of the creepiest movie you'll ever see
Ooh.
of animal attack.
So
tell me about it. What is it? Basically?
Okay, so basically, not to ruin the movie
Right.
for anybody, I might though, so spoiler alert. Anthony Hopkins, Alec Baldwin, and some other dude
Yeah.
gets lost in the woods
Ooh.
because their plane crashed.
Okay.
Ooh.
And the bear is hunting them. Now,
What?
supposedly, when an animal tastes human flesh,
Yeah.
it will only hunt humans
Right.
because it loves the way we eat.
That-
I think it has something to do with the whole spirit thing. Like, people are just different, right?
Right.
So, the bear is hunting them, and literally, it's just this crazy thing that can track them wherever they go.
Right.
And they have to defend themselves against the bear.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, luckily they said that this bear was 6 feet tall, so that's we know like actual giant bears, like black bears, grizzly bears, full grown, they could be standing high. They could be much taller than 6 feet. So luckily for this gentleman, I mean, like it wasn't like a gigantic bear, so like maybe he got a little lucky there. Because if he was like bears when they stand up, they'd be like 10 feet tall.
I mean, what kind of mindset would you have to have when you're there? You're like, I'm not gonna die. Either he dies or I die. So I'm gonna fight to the death. Hoo-yah!
Yo, that's no fear, man. That's no fear.
Some crazy sound effects, man. Yo.
Yo, that is because I always
Oh,
thought,
yeah?
because you can't even kill a bear with a gun. Like you
Like, you
can't.
could?
No, a handgun you cannot.
You can, Desert
cannot.
Eagle, you can.
Oh, Desert Eagle can, but no, if you just had a regular pistol,
Right.
you can empty the pistol and a bear will not die. So dude, this is why I don't like hiking, and this is why I don't like
Oh,
swimming
that's
in the
why you
ocean.
don't like hiking. Well, that was the average to nature part.
Ah!
It's also like I don't want to get tired so hard, but no, like this stuff does go through my mind because you always hear it, like bear, like. Dude, the other day my friend was in the woods and he was like, there's a bear next to my house. Like, I'd be so scared if I see a bear anywhere near me.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Most animals, regardless of how big or small, if they want to, they can hurt you some
yeah.
way. Like, if you I saw this video of a guy. He's trying to get this what do you call it, raccoon out of his garbage can, and the raccoon at the end of the video lunged at him, and he was like,
Oh,
Dude,
no, raccoons are
Yeah.
vicious.
You-
Raccoons have these claws. They're vicious.
you're right. You sent me like a Facebook video where a deer was kicking the crap out of a hunter.
Yeah.
Like, that completely changed my mind about the deer was kicking the crap out of him. You think deer, come on, but it was like, it didn't even use the antlers. It was literally just stomping on
animals
the guy.
all have survival instincts,
do.
Of
right?
course,
So
yeah.
we are literally no match for a lot of them without our tools.
True.
Yeah.
Even if a dog wanted to attack you, like if you were just by yourself, you
Well, here's the thing.
some damage.
All of the animals out there, they have to defend themselves against some kind of predator, like a
Right.
big predator. All of us, we really don't have any of those things. Like, I mean, and we don't even have anything like antlers or anything like that. So, like, we really just got our hands and feet. And
Well,
I mean, this guy, he apparently.
that's why you learn martial arts.
These are lethal weapons, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's why you learn karate. That's why you learn taekwondo. I never took any of those classes, so I would be playing dead.
But I feel like it's not really
And then you will die.
That's not really the skill that came into it's really his state of mind that saved him.
That's
I
right.
think. Because I feel
That's
like as much skills as you can have, if you're like frozen and paralyzed
Right.
with fear, you would still not think of a
That's
way
right.
out.
You know what I heard once, and I swear this is a true story. It's from a man named Chet Holmes. He's actually really famous.
Oh, I heard of him. He
Yeah.
does like self-help.
Yeah. Anyway, so he said in one of we were talking to him. We met. I forget where.
You actually met the dude?
Yeah,
Okay.
we met him, and he was saying like he was in a car accident.
Yeah.
And the car was rolling.
Okay.
I don't know if this is true because I call this. I don't think this.
Okay.
I don't think you can do this. So he said while he was in the car, he was using karate moves to defend himself as the car was rolling. So basically defending himself against the car that's rolling. I don't buy that.
That's weird.
It's like,
Well, why would the car be like?
Because
Throwing-
think about it, he's
Yeah.
rolling, right? So the car is throwing him inside,
Right.
left and right. He's had a
So-
seatbelt on,
Right.
So he's saying he's defending himself against.
I can see that. I can see that.
You are not doing anything when a car is rolling.
I mean, maybe he did. You don't know. Maybe he
I don't know.
had
I
the
feel
state
like,
of mind to be like.
no. I feel like the force of the car would not allow you to do that. You would just get thrown
Probably true.
everywhere. You know. But by the way, I have to tell you guys this. The Japanese government, they were like, okay, now that the media is in a frenzy reporting on this guy, good for him, he survived. But do not provoke a bear. Try not to do that.
Yeah.
Like if the bear comes, like try not to try to poke him in the eye. That might not end up as well.
I mean,
then-
we've seen you guys seen this commercial before?
No.
Of this guy, he's basically fighting with a bear, and the bear's like,
No shit.
okay, that's not real.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. If you fight against a bear, you'll get killed.
But here's the thing, like, what choice did he have? You have no choice at that
No,
point,
of
right?
course. So kudos to him because he was able to come out of it alive.
Right.
The Japanese officials, they were saying that this is probably not the best thing to do when you fight it. When
Right.
when you come face to face with a bear.
Right.
This guy is saying that the bear came at him unprovoked. So when you're in that kind of situation, it's really hard to figure out what to do.
So what would you do?
I know what I would do.
You would just die.
No.
What else are you gonna do?
Oh, I would poo myself
And then what?
and then hope the smell.
No. Bears eat rotten meat. Why would I care about your poop?
Poo smells really bad.
Is it worse than rotten meat? No,
I
it's
don't
the
know.
same.
I don't
It's
know.
the same.
But I'm covered in it.
Yeah. So rotten meat is covered in
what
maggots
else?
and whatever.
If you think about this, what else could you do? You're about to die. I would just think of the crazy thing. I don't know. I'd just poo, launch some poo, maybe hit him in the eye, and then run away.
here's the
Like,
thing.
what else are you gonna do?
Really?
What
You're
else
gonna
are you
process
do?
all that in your head?
What are you gonna do?
Yo,
Nothing.
No, here's what I would do.
Okay, what'd you do?
I'm gonna try running, alright? And then I'm gonna try to jump, like,
Okay,
I
jump
would
where?
try to jump off a cliff or something if there's a cliff.
And die.
No,
you're
you might not die,
dead.
you might land on some trees. That's better chance than having the bear kill you.
Man, these both are just horrible
See,
ideas.
here's
There's
the
just
thing.
no way to escape a bear
I
attack.
wish the Japanese authorities would be like, because right now they're just saying, don't do what this guy did. Don't try
Yeah.
to poke a bear in the eye, because you won't likely to succeed. He's like a lucky guy, but they don't provide any other information. Like, how do
there's
we?
nothing
Because there's nothing to do.
Yeah, well, I guess not.
I mean,
You know,
good for this guy because like a lot of people who survive bear attacks, they come out really.
They just get mangled.
They get mangled. They have to get facial reconstructive surgery. Like so, this guy really good luck for him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
he just got
so-
bites.
Let us know what you would do in that scenario. Thanks for watching, guys.
Later.